Major retail brands are threatening to close more stores. They say rampant theft is to blame. Walmart is estimating billions of dollars in losses, and Target is projecting it.
Major retail brands are in dire straits, facing the threat of more store closures. They claim rampant theft is to blame, with Walmart estimating billions of dollars in losses and Target projecting financial losses. But this is just one symptom of a much larger problem. The situation of the U.S. middle class is rapidly declining. In this video, we will delve into the list of things middle-income workers can no longer afford due to the most severe cost of living crisis in history. Middle-income workers are now faced with difficult choices. They must choose between putting food on the table, paying utility bills, or seeking medical care. Unlike their parents, today's middle earners lack economic stability as they struggle with rising costs of education, entertainment, energy, groceries, and everyday necessities. Meanwhile, real wage growth remains stagnant, leading to deteriorating living conditions. One brand name items are being cut from the budgets of middle-class families, with a 28% decline in purchases in July alone. Tight budgets make it difficult for middle-income shoppers to afford even the simplest luxuries of life. Everyday expenses have become a major challenge, with 43% of U.S. households unable to afford a monthly budget that includes housing, food, child care, health care, transportation, and a cell phone. Real wages are also losing ground as inflation rises, eroding consumers' purchasing power. New vehicles have become increasingly unaffordable for middle-class workers, with the average price of a new car or truck reaching $48,182 in 2022. This cost is simply out of reach for most middle-income earners. Debt has become a growing burden for the middle class, with consumer debt per person climbing to $58,634 in 2022. This leaves workers struggling to make ends meet each month and unable to keep up with the rising cost of living. Eating healthy foods has become more expensive, with organic foods costing 10 to 30% more than processed foods, and basic fruits and vegetables being 12% higher than just a year ago. Middle-class families are often forced to choose unhealthy, high-calorie foods over unprocessed, healthier alternatives. Emergency savings are essential for economic security, but with the soaring cost of living, fewer middle-class workers can afford to put money aside. According to a Bankrate poll, only 1 in 7 middle-class households have at least 6 months of emergency savings, and over 25% have no emergency savings at all. Healthcare costs are also a significant concern for the middle class. The average American spends $12,530 on medical care per year, forcing middle-income households to choose between paying for food, utilities, or medical care. Retirement savings are a struggle for many middle-class workers. A Gallup study found that 59% cited a lack of funds as the main reason for not saving for retirement. Approximately 20% of middle-class Americans aged 65 and over have nothing saved for retirement, and 61% worry about having enough money to stop working. Dental care is another issue that plagues the middle class, with over 1/3 of the U.S. population lacking dental coverage. Even those with insurance struggle to afford expensive procedures, leading many to delay or forego necessary treatments. The cost of raising a middle-class child has reached unprecedented levels, with CNBC estimating that the total expense from birth to age 17 for a middle-income family is $286,000 in 2022. Child care costs are increasing at a rate of 5% annually, leaving families with fewer resources for housing, retirement, and savings. Middle-class households are often thought to be financially stable, but the reality is that over 60% of the U.S. population is living paycheck to paycheck. 2/3 of middle-class Americans cannot cover an unexpected $400 expense. The rising cost of getting married has made it a luxury that many middle-class households can no longer afford. The average cost of a wedding is $28,000, causing couples to postpone or forego marriage altogether. The cost of divorce has more than tripled on an inflation-adjusted basis over the past 50 years. Former couples can now spend up to $17,000 or even over $30,000 if they have children. The cost of education has become a significant burden for the middle class, with the average student loan debt at $39,351. Middle-class families are struggling to keep up with rising education costs. Finally, according to a recent survey, most middle-class households in America cannot afford to go on vacation without sacrificing financially. Families are eliminating other forms of entertainment and even basic necessities to spend time away with their loved ones. The golden days of the U.S. middle class are a thing of the past. Ominous signs are looming on the horizon, and a combination of factors is poised to push our nation into chaos sooner than many are willing to acknowledge. And there you have it, a comprehensive look at the current state of the U.S. middle class. We hope this report sheds light on the challenges faced by middle-income workers and prompts a much-needed conversation. Thank you for watching, and please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more informative content.